We're back on the banks of the Charles, set for the second Varsity 8 race here, the women's rowing beanpot. We have all 5 schools head-to-head, 18th ranked Radcliffe, Boston College, Northeastern, BU, and MIT. Radcliffe just took first varsity to win the beanpot again. They won the Varsity 8 race, just ahead of Northeastern. Run you through the lineups for each side. We'll start with Radcliffe again here in the second varsity. Coxon is Helen Eisenach. She's a junior. Then Raf Stahl, freshman in the stroke seat. Really talented young freshman. There's a couple freshmen on this second varsity boat. 3 of them for the Crimson, including in seat number 7, Erica Holmes for the black and white of Radcliffe. Bella Benduski in seat number 6. She's a junior. Junior Kelsey Baralak in seat number 5, freshman Teresa Rokos in seat 4, Maeve Hofstad in seat 3, sophomore Heidi Naka in seat number 2, and senior Erin Slattery adding a lot of experience to the bow of this second varsity boat for the Radcliffe Black and White. Boston College's second varsity boat, which won a couple of races last week on the Schuylkill, has senior Kylie Hisagawa, the coxswain. Junior Amanda Jenkins is the stroke, as we're off and running here on the Charles River. Sophomore Michaela Karash is in seat number 7. Then it's sophomore Kelly Bunkard, senior Haley Clark, freshman Catherine de Villager, sophomore Claire Orzel, sophomore Jessica Ferranti, and sophomore Elizabeth McKernan. Lineup for Boston University includes coxswain Emily Phaneuf, stroke Emma Quirk, seat 7, Liv Whithall. Seat 6, Killian Ballard. Seat 5, Catherine Quirk. Seat number 4 is senior Dana Hinkier. Seat 3 is Emma Lerhe. Seat 2 is junior Christina Dom. And seat 1 in the bow is Melanie Norman. And then finally the lineup for Northeastern, who just fell behind Radcliffe in the first Varsity 8. Their second Varsity 8 boat is coxswained by sophomore Haley Doucette, and then rowed by this group of 8, Virginia Hughesby, Valerina Steyer, Jocelyn Mongiello, Avery Freimark, Kristen Brazowski, Michelle Esposito, Marina Remick, and Clara Casterdy in the bow. 1 senior, 6 sophomores, and 1 freshman in that boat for Northeastern. Northeastern is the team at the bottom of your picture, off to your right. Then it comes across to Radcliffe, Boston College, BU, and MIT. Radcliffe and Northeastern once again establishing themselves as the top 2 boats early. It looks like the black and white are out to that slight early lead. Boston College won at 4th varsity. Radcliffe has won at 3rd and 1st varsities already today. And here at 2nd varsity, we'll profile the lone Radcliffe 2nd varsity senior in this boat. 35 strokes for this Radcliffe boat, which is bowed by senior Erin Slattery. She bowed the Varsity 8 to win the Eastern Sprints. Northeastern stroking at 34 at this point. Erin, a member of the Lowell House, she, like her fellow senior classmate Danielle Pfeffer, is a major in human development and regenerative biology. Lead continues to grow for Radcliffe here through about the first 300 to 500 meters. Radcliffe ahead of Northeastern. BU sitting in 3rd, VC right behind them, then it's back to MIT again. This is the same order that the first Varsity 8 race took early on. You get a wide look at this one, you can see Radcliffe has about a 3-seat lead and growing. Dominant start for this experienced Radcliffe group. Mentioned the talented freshmen. There are 3 of them, Raf Stolf, Erica Holmes, and Teresa Rokos. But you also have that senior Erin Slattery, who was part of that first varsity boat during Ivy League championships and NCAAs last year. So she adds a veteran presence to this group for the black and white. If they keep up to this pace, they could get open water here soon in front of Northeastern. There is open water back to BU and BC. BU just ahead of Boston College in 3rd and 4th, and then in 5th place MIT. Midway through, Radcliffe with a comfortable lead, almost the full boat. First race of the spring season for both Northeastern and Radcliffe, along with MIT and BU. Remember, Boston College did race last week down in Philadelphia on the Schuylkill River. They put up some blistering times down there in Philly, all sub 7 minutes, but again, hard to know based off currents and conditions what exactly they were dealing with down there. Radcliffe won the Varsity 8 race in a time of 6:42. They won third Varsity earlier in the day in about 7 minutes and 15 seconds, and we'll see what they can put together here in this second Varsity as they have a comfortable lead over Northeastern, the defending Colonial Athletic Association champion Northeastern Huskies. These are two top 20 programs. Northeastern has been 18th at the NCAA championships the last couple of years, and Radcliffe last year was 12th. Ohio State, the defending champ the past couple of seasons, and this year the preseason favorite from the Ivy League is Brown. They're ranked 3rd in the national polls. Radcliffe will see both Dartmouth and Brown on the Charles next weekend, so a chance to measure themselves early against the Bears. And on the bright side, it only gets warmer from here as we move towards April. Temperature in the high 30s today, but honestly, very good conditions on the water for what you'd expect this time of year. Very flat today, not choppy at all, and that's allowed the rowers to get pretty clean strokes. Radcliffe continuing to build its lead. This has been a dominant second Varsity 8 race for the black and white of Radcliffe. Northeastern in second. BC has moved ahead to third. BU in fourth, and MIT back in fifth. As we pass the MIT boathouse, they get a bit of a lift from their fans who are hanging over the edge, but they still sit back in 5th place inside of the final 500. More than a full boat lead for Radcliffe here at second Varsity. Boy, this is dropping the hammer in this second Varsity race. They slowly, steadily built their lead early, and by about 500 meters in, they had a huge lead on Northeastern, and it has only grown. That shows you good depth in the boats for the black and white this season. Looks like they'll have wins in both second and third Varsity to follow up the win for the first Varsity 8 as well. One more time, the 8 in the boat: Helen Eisenkoch, Ralph Stolf, Erica Holmes, Bella Bendusky, Kelsey Barilak, Teresa Rokos, Maeve Hofstadt, Heidi Naka, and Erin Slatery with an outstanding in unison coast to coast 2,000 meters as they close in on the finish line. Northeastern a comfortable second. This has been the pecking order all day long. Radcliffe 1, Northeastern 2, BC sitting back in third. They did win at 4th Varsity, but they have been in 3rd place at both 1st and 2nd Varsity, rather 1st and 3rd Varsity, and they look like they'll finish in here in 3rd place at the 2nd Varsity as well. Radcliffe coming up towards the flag. Black and white to the wire. And it is a Radcliffe win at 2nd Varsity. Northeastern comes through in 2nd. Boston College closing in for 3rd. And Boston University will come in 4th, MIT 5th. Radcliffe has rattled off 3 straight, winning 3rd, 1st, and now 2nd Varsity. Officially a time of 6:50 for Radcliffe. That's a great time, and only 8 seconds behind what the first Varsity 8 boat put down there to win. So really, really good day for these top 2 and really top 3 Radcliffe boats. Won by 9.2 seconds over Northeastern after a 4-second win in first Varsity. That was a dominant race. They had the lead early, and they kept it the whole way through. So at 2nd Varsity, it's Radcliffe 1, followed by Northeastern 2nd, BC 3rd, BU 4th, MIT 5th. Stick with us. When we come back, we'll round things out with the Varsity 4. That's next on the Ivy League Digital Network.